So I figured I'd do a little video of my indoor hobby. Summer and fall is great for being outside, doing stuff outside, but what do you do during winter and spring? Well, this is what I do. I have half a basement as an arcade. Still not finished. Obviously I have to share it with all the storage. But I figured I'd do a quick video and show you what I got and go over a couple things. I'm not going to play anything because you can see that a million places on YouTube. I'll just go over the history of my games. This is Centaur, classic Bally game. It's actually Centaur 2. They use this little bit of a different cabinet. A whole history on it. You can look it up. I'm not going to explain it. Got this from a guy in Massachusetts. And the guy he got it from did a restoration on it. Yeah. When I got it, I knew full well. He told me, he filled me in. It was a horrible restoration. It wasn't much of a restoration at all. There were stripped screws and all kinds of other stuff going on. So it needed a lot of work. I got it for a great price, so I wasn't complaining. And it was LED. It works good. Fun game. It's got a damaged backlash there. You can see on the bottom where it says game over. It's kind of all chipped. But yeah. That's Centaur. My kids love this game. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing with the semi-demonic theme going on, but good game. Here, on the other side of the pole of the lolly column, this is track and field. I drove all the way to Maryland for this. I had such a hard time finding a track and field. I don't know why. But I had a really hard time finding one. And when I finally did, I'll back up a little bit here. When I finally did, it was in horrible shape. A guy in KLOV, Greg, I think his name was. Got it from him. He gave me a good price, gave me a brand new monitor, more or less. It was a brand new tube. So the picture is picture's fantastic. Real good. You can see one of my friends there, Dick, as a third on the records. But this is my first, I don't really do restores, full restores. I just kind of freshen things up, neaten them up, clean them up a little bit. You know, probably it looks better on the video than it is in person. It looks good in person, but it's definitely not mint. I don't go for mint. I did painted it. My wife actually painted it. She's a lot better at that than I am. New CPO, new plexiglass place online. This is a reproduction marquee, which I forgot where I got it from. It looks kind of washed out in the video. Yeah, it looks a little better there. Cleaned it up, painted it. I actually have the bezel. It's a guy in KLOV who does the bezels. There are bezels for Hypersports and track and field, and that cardboard I haven't taken out yet and applied. But I have the bezel. Can't see it here, but if you look through the plexiglass, you can see the monitor bracket. The bezel covers that. That's track and field. The sequel to track and field, Hypersports, which I'm told is rarer. I got this from Lloyd at Coin-Op Warehouse in Hagerstown, Maryland. So I guess they both came from Maryland. Huh? And this I got for next to nothing. It was a wreck. He actually shipped it up here for me. It was high speed. Shipped it up here for me. Same thing, painted it, you know, did a little bit of work to it. New CPO. I don't like the CPO as much. I forgot where I got this. This isn't as nice CPO as this one. This track and field one's fantastic. It's real heavy duty. This one, not so much. New buttons, I painted it, did a little bit of electronic work on it. I threw on a monitor I had, didn't come with a monitor. I had a fairly new ViewSonic monitor I put in there. And the board in here right now, I think the battery is dying. When I do these, I replace them with lithium, excuse me, not lithium, coin battery holders. Just because the original coin battery is soldered to the board, I put a battery holder in there instead. Probably not the best solution, but it works for me. I think the battery's going out on this. Either that or I have the dip switches set wrong because it's not saving high scores. So I gotta look into that. No big deal. Pinball-wise, high speed, this is the first one I got. It's in okay shape. I am not a big purist when it comes to pinball. I don't do mint condition or collector's items, partly because I don't have the time or the money to do that. This was very well loved. It came out of an arcade in Uxbridge, Massachusetts. It was okay. I did a little bit of work on it.
Danger, kingdoms await.
You can hear Fathom, and this one's going to decide to make a mistake. turn the attract modes off totally. This is actually on less than it usually is. High speed, again, wasn't in great shape. It's not in great shape. It's all mechanically sound. Got it at some guy's family room. I was going to buy something different. He had some LEDs already in it. I stuck a couple more in the tachometer here, if you will. But plays okay, good. I like it. It's my second pinball game ever. So, the one that was just making a racket, Swords of Fury. I have this on only partial attract mode. If you put this on full attract mode, it makes a freaking racket every 3 seconds. So for this video, I put it on less. I like the attract modes on my games. Swords of Fury, I picked this up in Long Island. This is a semi-rare game. Somebody said a lot of them were shipped overseas, European. You don't see it a lot. I like it. I got it in fantastic condition. The only real thing is, if you can see right there, I'll point it out in the camera, right by my finger, there's a little smudge or a little hole in the play field, the art, and then somebody mylar'd over it, which is kind of dopey. But like I said, I'm not that picky. I don't care. The rest of it's beautiful. When I got it, actually, it was ghosting. I LED'd it, cleaned it up, LED'd it. I think it looks nice with LEDs. My daughter likes the purple. Back there, if you look at the drop targets, somebody, when they had gone in there and tinkered with it, they had actually plugged the drop targets in backwards, and that was causing all kinds of ghosting issues. I figured that out by accident, fixed it, no more ghosting. And had some bulbs out, this and that, and the other thing. Fixed it up, cleaned it up, had a little bit of electronic repair to do in the back box. Recapped it. It's working good now. So I like Swords of Fury. Added a subwoofer to it. I don't know if you see it down there, next to all my hazardous chemicals. Subwoofer. Subwoofer makes a lot of these games fantastic. That Polk subwoofer, if you look on Pinside, you'll see a bunch of threads about it. Some people say, I think it's great. It's cheaper than the Pinball Pro kits. Just hooking up a subwoofer to the existing speaker down the cabinet makes a huge difference. Huge difference. I can't play this game anymore without the subwoofer. It just doesn't sound the same. Funhouse, this is my second game. I got this from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Not too long after Hurricane... what was that? Hurricane Sandy.